We decide where we will go. Right here, this team, right now, every step.
Splashes it through. Oh, what a big shot.
Wear them down with our effort. Wear them down with the consistency of it.
Virginia's going to win anyway. Unbelievable. Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Stellar One Bank and by UVA Health System and by Geico and by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
there's some challenges that this team presents, but nonetheless, players are ready to play.
With two receivers to his left. He wants to air it out, going to the end zone, going to his big target. Gamble into the air. That ball is caught.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Danielle Colaprico from the women's soccer team. We've got some great stories for you from Virginia Athletics. But first, a recap of the football team's game against Louisiana Tech.
Rocco's under center, two tight ends again, two receivers left. Rocco takes the snap, throws. This one's going to be complete in traffic. That's caught. Scott across the 40, breaks a tackle across the 45. He's racing down to Louisiana Tech's 36. Line up on the wing, near side right. One man in the backfield. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Jones wants to throw. He's going to heave it down the near side. He's got Smith open. That ball is caught. Touchdown. It's an over-the-shoulder catch from Tim Smith as Perry Jones has done it again. Rocco's out of the shotgun. He's got Jennings wide right, three receivers to his left. Here comes the four-man rush from Louisiana Tech. Fires over the middle. That ball's caught by Jennings across the 50. He's to the 45. He can scoot. He's to the 30, 25. Cuts it back to the inside of the 20. And he is going to be wrestled down.
We're calling this game to win this game, to be decisive. You saw the balls being thrown deep. You saw some different things, more explosive plays than I think we've had in a long time.
Out of the I formation, play action pass. Rocco surveying the end zone. He's going to tuck it now. Throw the ball. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown as Paul Friedman holds on, and Virginia will strike again. And here's an onside kick, and it's not going to go because it was too short. They try to catch him snoozing there, but they were right on top of it. It was Louisiana Tech with him in the backfield. He'll take the snap, takes the handoff, lobby to the end zone. That ball is caught. Touchdown. Going up and grabbing that ball was Stewart. Right, three receivers that way. Rocco with a straight drop back. He's got time. Fires, man wide open at the 50. Shepard across the 40 of Louisiana Tech. Good. Bye. He's to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Virginia. What a play on a 73-yard strike. Rocco to Khalid Shepard. And it's going to be another shallow kick fielded to the 3. Taken up the middle now. And this is going to be Banks with a blocker in front. Look out. He can go across the 40. He's to the 50 and Virginia to the 45. He's all the way down to the 30. Shakes one more man. He's to the 10. Finally dragged down at the 3. Patton wide right. Virginia shows blitz. Here comes the pressure. He unloads. Incomplete. Knocked down in the end zone. Anthony Harris and Virginia's defense shuts the door. And this drive started at the 25. They'll hand the ball off to the near side. Holly with all sorts of room across the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They'll hand it off. This is going to Holly. Holly zigzagging his way through the defense. He's got a touchdown. He makes it right up the middle, and Louisiana Tech has scored to start the second half. They have their first lead.
We played good in some spurts and some spots, but you just got to be consistent and play good all the time.
Showing blitz. Now they back off and send 4 on the pressure. Rocco still has to unload. This ball's intercepted. It's right into the hands of Hester, who will take it the other direction. And he is now inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5. He will take it all the way to the end zone. A touchdown on the 3rd pick of the game. Who's wide out that way. One man in the back. backfield. They'll take the handoff. Sims drops back, fires over the middle. Got a man. That's Jennings. He makes the catch at the 30. Trying to fight off defenders and hold on to the ball. He will as he leads ahead to the 25.
Phillip came in and showed an arm and threw it deep. We had some guys, downfield, and some of them made some plays.
Take the snap, 4-step drop, fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Holding on to that one, Jake McGee, and Virginia puts points on the board for the first time here in the second half. Sims with 2 receivers to his left. He wants to air it out, going to the end zone, going to his big target. Campbell into the air. That ball is caught. No! Yes! The first official says no. The near official says yes. One receiver to the right. The handoff. Dixon. He is going to be met right at the line. He doesn't have it. Virginia's defense holds. So Virginia's got to hold strong here. Cameron waiting for the snap. We'll see if there is a snap. Play clock winding down. I don't think they're going to snap this one. Virginia's defense does its job. Colby Cameron is still out there as the quarterback, and Virginia is in trouble because they don't have the right personnel. Khalid Shepard's got to get up the field, and that's the game, folks. 12 men on the field. Khalid Shepard is caught on the field, and the flag flies.
We got to play with better poise and be smart about what goes on. There's a lot of positive things to take from this. I'll coach the guys harder. I'll coach the guys better. We'll be representatives of this university.
Cavalier fans, join me, Dave Kane, the voice of the Cavaliers, at the Kroger on Hydraulic Road in Charlottesville from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and use your Kroger Plus card for your chance to win UVA prizes. Alternative entry options available. No purchase necessary. Look for the Cavalier One trailer. We hope to see you there. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to the show. This Saturday, the football team travels to Durham to take on Duke. Let's go over to the McHugh Center to break down their offense with head coach Mike London.
Hello everyone, this is Coach London with a scouting report with the Duke Blue Devils. Duke is 4-1, and we're traveling on the road to their place. They're coming off a win versus Wake Forest. We want to take a look at some of their players and some of the plays that they have, and particularly on the offensive side. They have several players that have been there for a while. Number 2, wide receiver, Vernon, who is 1 catch away from being the ACC's all-time leading receiver. The quarterback, Sean Renfrey, one of the best returning quarterbacks in the ACC this year. 70% completion rate, over 40 touchdowns. And there's a couple other players that they have that have moved around, that have done a pretty good job for them thus far with the games that they've won. Well, there's some challenges that this team presents, but nonetheless, the players are ready to play. The first play here, you see the wide receiver, number 2, Vernon. He's one-on-one with the safety up top. 1 catch away from being the ACC's all-time leading receiver. Very fast and athletic. This is from this past Saturday's game versus Wake Forest. They did a good job with the play-action pass, fake protection, and Renfrey just kind of throwing it up and getting it down to him. Next play here, you'll see is another play trying to utilize Vernon's versatility. It's a play-action pass. You'll see him coming here in the motion and run basically what we consider a wheel route. So off the play-action pass from the quarterback, it's another way to get Vernon the ball. As I said, they put him in a lot of positions. Slot formation on the outside. They use him in motion here. As you see, play-action pass fake, and the quarterback throwing a wheel route to him. Excellent runner after the catch. Next play here is you'll see a 4th and 2. Tight coverage on Vernon. They'll go for it on 4th and down. It's an empty formation that a lot of teams use, but particularly they use. Here you see a play trying to be made on the ball and trying to be made on Vernon. You see the athleticism there of a rusher into Renfrey's space, ball being thrown, Vernon catching the ball and scoring. This is part of what they do, kind of spread you out and try to create seams and make you defend those seams. The next play you'll see, a running back last year for them, Desmond Scott, who's now moved to a wide receiver, number 33, kind of running a vertical route, or we call all-go special, where everybody basically goes vertical. As I said, he was a running back last year, so they moved him to a wide receiver. And, you know, they do a lot of screens, bubble screens, tunnel screens. Because he was a running back last year, he's involved with a lot of those screens. What you'll also see in some of the formations is they'll bring a second quarterback in, number 18, Brandon Connett. They'll use him in the Wildcat formation as well. We're going to have to be alert and aware when there's two quarterbacks in the game because of the possibilities of how they utilize him. So in this particular play, a lead play with the running back as a lead blocker and the quarterback getting in the end zone and scoring. And you'll see here on the last play, with a motion, play action pass fake, again, does a good job of finding the open man and getting it to his receivers. They're a very good offense. They're a good team. We'll have to make sure we take care of our business on the road. I think our players are excited to play this game. Look forward to having an opportunity to get back in the win column.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by UVA Health System. We're for fans everywhere, and we're for the Cavaliers.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. On Friday, the field hockey team upset defending national champion Maryland. Here are the highlights.
Chris, last minute, come on. 1 minute hard.
It's a typical Maryland UVA kind of game. A lot of action, a lot of opportunities for both teams. Great defense, great skills. It's always the game plan to get away, get into open space, use our speed, use the ball speed, and we were able to isolate them today.
I looked down at Ellie and the girls and I was like, guys, this is like the time where we could choke, or this is the time where we can like really hold on to this and, you know, do something we've never done before. And I think those words just sort of like, you know, sort of like had everyone tune in, and it was like everything was super clear and we had a sense of clarity, and it was just awesome. So dramatic with the rain, it almost like really helped you, gave you the sense of like enthusiasm, and it was the slowest moving 7 minutes I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I was cramping. Everything was hurting, and was it the rain at this point? Like, it was the most dramatic 7 minutes of my life.
It was very stressful. There was a lot of pressure on us, but I think we've been practicing the corners that they would run against us, and we knew what they could do, and I think we were really good at blocking them out and reading what they were going to do. It's such a tight game, it's really stressful and pressure, but I think we held our cool so well today. Like, we kept low, we didn't panic like we could have done. We played really well in the last 10 minutes. It was great, we really held them out.
this really like legitimizes our ranking and sort of like, you know, puts us out there again for people to take us seriously. And I think this is it'll be really good for the girls. Maryland's a great program. It's like a really big confidence booster.
Coming up after the break. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.
Welcome back to the show. On Sunday, women's soccer defeated number 5 Duke at Klockner Stadium. Here's a recap.
I think we did a good job against a high-pressuring team. They're used to getting the ball back maybe quicker than they have, and I think that helped tire them down a little bit. I really felt our depth was a difference today, too. Our depth really came through.
But in these games, you never know. You can't let it be up to the ref or anything. You have to put it away yourself.
When Caroline picked it up, she's actually a good passer of the ball. I said that, you know, earlier. And Mac made a great run. Caroline found her, and Mac does what she does extremely well. She puts the ball in the back of the net.
We got a great clearance out of the back, and I just had a ton of room to get up the field. They kind of spread out. One went with Mac, and when she made that slot run through, it was just wide open.
Before the game, we talked about forwards making runs before the ball's played, and so I did that, and Caroline gave me an amazing ball, and I was able to put it away.
Against Maryland, we obviously had some bad luck in the last 15 minutes, and to come back and play like this, I think it's really good for our team, and it instills a lot of confidence in us again.
Through the first half of the season, sophomore Spencer Lasavita has led a very young Cavalier defense. Here's a look at the goalkeeper's season to date.
Well, last year was good for me, you know, got my feet wet with D1 college soccer. Just try to use that experience to try to gain a leadership role this year with this year's team, because we have a young group of guys, a lot of freshmen playing on the field, and just try to embrace more of a leadership role in the team, especially across the defense with the guys that are in front of me.
He had 2 surgeries. He basically missed about 8 months. On August 8th, our first day of preseason, had to hit the ground going 100 miles an hour, and that is tough. As the season goes, he's getting his timing, he's getting his confidence, he's getting his form. He's responded very, very well.
Lasavita with a spectacular save, denying the Bruins once again.
As a defensive unit, I think we've done a good job of limiting scoring opportunities and keeping the ball out of the net. Chemistry is still developing. I think it's gotten much better since the beginning of the season, and I think it'll continue to rise as we play more games with each other. I just try to be confident out there. I try to be a calming presence in the back. Try to stay composed at all times and Just try to keep the guys in front of me assured, knowing that they've got me behind them and that I can make plays when it's time to make plays. And that's really all I can do as a goalkeeper.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We have some great home games this week, so come out and support the Cavaliers. Field hockey takes on New Hampshire on Sunday at the turf field. Men's soccer faces High Point on Tuesday and hosts Wake Forest Friday at Klockner. And volleyball hosts North Carolina on Friday. We'll be back next time with more highlights and great stories from Virginia athletics. I'm Danielle Colaprico, and until next time, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Stellar One Bank. In banking, there's good, better, and stellar. Visit Stellar One Bank today to see the difference. And by UVA Health System. We're for fans everywhere, and we're for the Cavaliers. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.